could feel it. 5 O's on him like he the Olympics.
Tink, what's good, homie?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on with you?
Chilling, man. This guy, man, is so worldly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got some New York in him. His voice got some South in him. Like, what's up, man?
I done lived somewhere everywhere.
We actually, me and you, we met in Georgia.
Yeah.
We met in Georgia for college.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a wild experience, man. What do you take from those years? What do you take from those years?
Like, what you mean? Like what I learned?
Not just what you learned, like when looking back on those years, what do you think about them? You know what I'm saying? There was a lot, there was chaos going on, there was drama, there was a little bit of learning going on. Like, what do you take?
Yeah, a little bit of learning. Nah, it was, man, I'm gonna be real, bro. That was like the funniest time of my life. Like that's where we ain't have no bills. We ain't no real bills. We was like just coming off of being by ourselves, like with no parents, you know what I mean, or nobody to being able to tell us nothing to do, make our own decisions. You know what I mean? And I feel like going to that school, like HBCU Black College, I feel like it was a good environment to do that because we was around our own people. We was around, even though we was around some crazy folks, it was a lot of stable, level-minded Black folks around us to keep us steady and to keep us focused, and to an extent. And I met a lot of people. Like I met you. I met really all my friends. That's been my friends over time. I really met them in school, really for the most part. You know what I'm saying? The predominant of them, because we all went through. We was just growing up, man. We was just learning, bumping our head, learning, trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was definitely some of the, like you said, I agree, some of the funnest years of my life before we had any real responsibilities come down on us. But I remember we was just right from freshman year, we was all getting into a lot, like fights and beefing with other campuses, and it was just like, yo, I thought y'all was here to learn.
For real. I was telling I was telling my sister's husband, he went to Morehouse, and we was talking about like how at that library, how it'd be people in front of the library like building on knowledge, and how I used to just walk by them like I wasn't trying to hit nothing they had going on back there. I wasn't ready to learn, all this stuff I be doing now. Like we used to pass by them like, bro, like I ain't trying to hear none of that. I'm trying to go party.
Yeah, and it was like, you go to certain places, and obviously you got to know who's who, and people be clicking up based on gangs. It felt like in college, we was clicking up based on what state you was from, because it was a melting pot. Nobody was from there. Everybody came there.
At first, yeah, so, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, we was like the New York clique.
Yeah.
That was great. I remember Fame and all them guys, man. It was like we used to mob to them other campuses, man, start trouble and get into shit and whatnot. Like niggas getting jumped. I mean, like how are you beefing it campus to campus? Like
bro, we used to be we was just young and dumb, bro. God was looking out for us, bro. We were some fools.
Yeah, I feel like the peak within our dorm of beefing was the New York and the Florida shit, and at least the what was, I forget, was it Leo or whatever, the guy that kind of ran our dorm?
Yeah,
but I think his name. I remember he brought us into that front conference room and sat us all down. This was after Paris had the physical altercation with the Florida dude, right?
Classic.
They caught him in front of the cafeteria. He said classic. Caught him in front of the cafeteria. But I remember he sat us all in there and he blamed me for the whole shit, the whole New York versus Florida shit, because me and the other Florida nigga, the heavy set nigga with the red hair fought. He sat us all down.
Quincy, right?
Yeah.
Hey, shout to Quincy, bro.
Down. Yeah, he sat us down. He blamed me and him kind of for the whole New York versus Florida beef over that fight. And it was just like, it was a lot of little small shit back and forth. I remember that Shata came to Georgia, and he was staying in my dorm with me, and I was pointing out the Florida niggas to him, like, yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
We were just
yeah,
doing
man.
too
Shout that boy
much to
Shotta,
be school
man.
people. Yeah,
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 for real, bro.
yeah, yeah. I should have
Then
sent him this link.
after a while, it just like it's after a while, people just started. Then after a while, it got to be like, man, some of these folks around me, they ain't even that cool. I really like these folks over here from Philly and so you know what I mean. After a while, it started breaking up. People start being like, nah, this dude over here cool from Alabama. This dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely an experience, man, of a bunch of young kids just,
Remember
trying
the
to further their
Jersey?
education, but who?
Remember the Jersey dudes? Remember the dudes from Jersey came looking for us up at the school, up to the door.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pulled up in front. Pulled up in front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the
It was a
bats.
lot. It was a
And
lot going on. There was a lot going on. But
it was fun though. That was fun. Looking back, we made it through that, but it was fun though.
it makes me think too, man. There was a lot of life lessons that could save your life also that came out of that. Like you look at some recent situations. Was it Trouble? The artist, the rapper Trouble from Atlanta
Yeah,
that passed
yeah,
away this year.
yeah.
So remember the big takeaway that a lot of people was talking about was, you know, being, messing with a woman or whatever that might have a guy around or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And being in the wrong,
Yeah.
like being on dates in the wrong places, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe some girl's crib or something like that, not knowing the type of stuff that she's into. It makes me think of
Hmm.
Matt. You know what I'm saying? Remember Matt that passed away
Oh man, yeah, my boy
from
Matt.
college?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Did you know more about that story? Supposedly he was with some girl and the dude,
yeah.
or what was that? What was more of the details if you knew more about that? Because I think I had left by the time I heard.
Yeah, I used to kind of, I used to chill with Matt a little bit and Brandon. Brandon, I chill with all that. I still talk to Brandon every day to this day. But so Matt was messing with this girl, was talking to this girl, and he just started talking to her like he didn't know nothing. She didn't tell him that she had a boyfriend. She just fell in with him, started chilling with him. So meanwhile, the boyfriend, he in the cut, like watching, creeping on her, watching what she doing. Matt, he don't know nothing going on. And one day, dude just bust in on him in the crib. I want to say, and just shot him, shot both of them, and killed himself on some sucker shit.
Yeah, that had to be hate, man. Hate and jealousy, of course. And I remember Matt.
Hmm.
Matt was kind of like one of the fly guys. You know what I'm saying on camp. I remember when the school did the Valentine's Day auction. And
Yeah,
like yeah, he was like the highest price bid or something. Like them girls was bidding crazy on him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
little pretty
nobody
boy
had money
Matt,
back
man.
then. They paid like over $100. Somebody paid like over $100 for him or something like that in that auction. Everybody else was going for like $5, $10, $15 or whatnot. But
Yeah,
nah, rest in peace to Matt. Yeah, that was a crazy
for
story when I
real.
heard it. It was just like that was one of the early times in my younger years of making sure that I reminded myself like, yeah, you got to be careful where you at with some of these girls that you might be dating or whatever. That is wild. But
Yeah, he ain't
yeah,
know
speaking
nothing
of some of
about
the
it
stuff that's
neither.
been going on lately,